This is the first time you've had your glasses on in the podcast in a long time. I don't think you've had them on since we had video.
Really? I don't know.
I don't think so. Look, I have hair. It's
You
not
have
a
hair?
bun. You have glasses? Oh my God, who are we? Last week we switched.
It's the Halloween
other?
episode. That's why.
Ooh, it's spooky. It's spooky Halloween.
Riley comes in. Angel City on the board. Corner kick presented by Cedars-Sinai.
Shifty work into the box. And across, it's in! Oh, it's Leroux! It's a dream return!
Hey everyone, welcome to... Oh, it's already a shenanisode. Welcome to Casual FC, an Angel City preview pod, and a certified footy therapy pod with your pod certified footy therapist, Angel Morales, and my co-host, who is currently in a fancy airport hotel, Marian Salazar.
Courtyard Marriott at Oakland Airport. It's
At least it's not one of those that's like inside the airport, because those kind of freak me out.
Yeah, those kind of. But then again, I just wake up and then like walk down to like a terminal. You know, like it sounds.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nice.
Yeah.
What I will say is that at least it's a courtyard, and I'm in a pretty big ass room with like, you know, I was lounging on the chair over there with my legs on the ottoman watching the Dodger game.
Yeah.
Like it was nice and chill versus what's the alternative, like being at a like Motel 6 next to the airport.
Right.
With
right. That's very true.
Sandwich between like a McDonald's and a strip club. Like
and a freeway if you're the Motel 6 by LAX. Like, as somebody who lives by the airport, there are some janky ass hotels.
Yeah.
Just gonna say it.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's the last episode of the regular season, my friends, for us.
Yes, it is. Well,
I love it and I hate it.
The last match preview episode.
Yes.
Yes.
We've got more coming up.
Couple more coming up, but yes, the last match preview.
Yeah, and this episode is going to drop before Election Day, so make sure that if you are not already registered to vote, that you get your shit together and get ready for Election Day. And if you need any voter guide information, how to register, what to do on Election Day if it's your first election, I don't know. If you have any questions about voting, hit us up.
Yep.
Hit us up. We got you. I got you. Sorry, my hair is down because it's like, not 80 degrees and I don't know what to do. And this one section just keeps doing this and it's pissing me off. So if I disappear and then come back with a bun, this is why I wear my hair up all the time. But this is our last match preview of the regular season. We'll be matching up against the Portland Thorns on Friday, November 1st, up at Providence Park, which the game's at 7 p.m. And I think I mentioned this on another episode, but if you're up in Oregon, just take, the MAX, the light rail, whatever it's called, to the zoo. They do a lot of conservation cool stuff up there. And then you can go to Providence Park and then the zoo, and they're really close on the same line. Because you go by Providence Park when you go to the zoo.
Just go to the zoo.
Just go. It's fun. It's a really cool zoo, and they do really cool stuff up there for research and conservation. And yeah, that's my little do something cool up in Oregon if you go. The game will be streaming on Amazon Prime and iHeartRadio per usual with Isaac and Tracy. Like we said, it's the final match of the season. Angel City is going to be hosting a watch party at both 33 Taps locations, so in Silver Lake and Culver City. The Culver City one, parking is not great on the street. Go park on Cardiff in the parking structure and walk a block. It's perfectly fine. I've done this many times. Angel City also... Right, by a local. Silver Lake, I don't know how the parking is, but I assume it's bad just given that it's Silver Lake. Angel City has also announced a possible secondary location for the watch party at Football Boutique. It's on Pico Boulevard, because our game could possibly conflict with a Game 6 of the World Series. If the Dodgers don't close it out in New York, which my fiance, everybody knows, Eva's a huge Yankee fan and I'm a huge Dodger fan. If we do not close this World Series out, we are currently up 3-1. If we don't close this out in New York, we have to come back here and win this. I'm watching the baseball game. I'm sorry. And I'm at home.
I'm not blaming you. No. I mean, season's over. We've been eliminated, and this is a game for funsies. So if we don't try something new, something wild in this match, I don't know what we're doing. Like, right?
Yeah, and we'll get into that a little bit.
Yeah,
what I think we should do, and then all the good things.
Okay,
but
so yeah. I said
there's
this on
a lot
the
of
last
sports
pod.
happening.
Yeah, I said this on the last pod. And I'm going to say it again because I'm going to clip it again and I'm going to make it a thing again. NWSL needs to bring back Decision Day. I went back to the calendar to make sure I wasn't talking out of my and saying, hey, bring back Decision Day when there was no ever a Decision Day. No, we had Decision Day last year. All games played on one day. To finish out the season. This year, because of the tangled web of streaming contracts, the double-edged sword of women's sports here, of like being able to say like, look, you wanted to be able to watch these matches, you can watch them. The downside is that there's 10 different networks that you're going to have to juggle and figure out how to watch them. So, you know, you get what you asked for, not necessarily exactly what you want, but
and not exactly what you pay for. Also,
yeah, you know,
because not all streaming is equal.
yes, that's something that they need to work on. Is like
equal.
The streaming quality and the production quality needs to kind of raise the bar. It would kind of be equal set among the partners. But with all of that being said, because of the way they structured all of this, right? Amazon always got Friday matches. Ion TV always got double headers on Saturday. And whoever, Paramount, CBS gets the Sunday matches. The way that was all structured leads to a non-decision day. It makes it a decision weekend. And we'll get to it, but you're gonna ruin the magic of Decision Day. Now,
especially when Decision Day has been such a pinnacle thing in the NWSL. Like
it's a pinnacle thing.
The league has been decided on Decision Day more often than not.
Yeah, and it's a thing for all the leagues. I mean, in the European leagues, because of Pro Rel, like usually on Decision Day, you kind of almost don't care about the championship one because you kind of already know who's won it, or someone could have won it by that point. What you're really looking is you're looking for the relegation teams and seeing if they can play to survive, essentially. And I mean, the same thing happened in the MLS Decision Day this year, where there was
the title changed 4 times in like 5 minutes. Something like that. It was
insane. The LAFC and the Galaxy basically have been really good this year, and they've been top of the league or towards the top of the league all season. And they had an amazing, like, it was just great television to see them leapfrog each other throughout the game. Like, you know, like it was.
Yeah, it was like a PK. LAFC's on top. Something else, and then like something. A goal gets scored in the Galaxy game. Galaxy's on top. Then this happens, and that happens, and this happens. Like, I just watched the highlight video you sent me because, as we know, I don't watch men's soccer because I don't need to watch anything that dramatic. But like, it was so cool to watch like the split screen and the standings change. I'm like, this was well done. Whoever put this together, good job.
Yes. So, 2 things I'm going to say is, 1, bring back Decision Day. If anything, make the 3 networks fight for. No, not even make them. Scratch that. Make Decision Day happen all at once. Just be like, look,
Yes.
Ion, Amazon, like you get your own stuff. We're gonna have viewers on all your platforms, but it's gonna happen. And you know what? Number 2, NWSL Casual FC will do a whole whip around show. We'll do the show where we
Please
jump back and forth and be like, look at this, look at that, look at this. And
I would, like, my head would spin. I'd have to take the whole, like, 2 days off of work the next week. I don't care. I would do it in a heartbeat. That would be so much fun.
I will learn how to produce a TV show to do that. And like be like,
I know people.
We'll
We'll make a phone call.
That's the one show I do all year.
Yeah, we know people. Like, I know editors, I know script supervisors, lighting experts, directors. Like, we got this. We got the people.
Yeah. So that's my big spiel for all of this at the end of the season is we need to bring back the absolute chaos. As much as we love, which we're going to have this match, some NWSL After Dark action.
Mm-hmm.
We need us some Decision Day chaos. And please bring that back. Figure it out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
It's like, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah.
That was my soapbox for today.
Yeah, absolutely. So Chaos Award this week, I have not had a chance to watch the off season yet.
Okay.
Mostly because of a lot of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
There's been so much baseball, but that's my plan for this weekend is getting caught up on the off season because there is drama.
Okay. So I think we might have to like give you a good amount of airtime for some off-season recap. Maybe that is one of our extra episodes because I know that
it's spicy.
You're a lot more invested than I am in it, or would be, So that's one thing. But I am pulling this up right now. It was something that I read this morning. And
that's not even my Chaos Award, though.
Okay.
I have a different Chaos Award that I didn't put in there.
Oh, see, you can't be trying to tell me that there's no Chaos Award and not put it in the script. All right. Go ahead.
It's a surprise. So this is one of those things where it's tangentially connected to the off season in the sense that it's spicy and it's drama.
Mm-hmm.
Krieg soft launched on Instagram this week.
I didn't know you were going to say this.
I'm not even like, I've like checked out of all of that because it was so much. But that's I think the Chaos Award, just stirring the pot. And there's rumors as to who it might be and why. And there's so much happening on WOSO internet right now.
So that is a side of all of this that I know we've talked about it too, is a side of all of this that has really struck me as a new like deep dive NWSL fan is the depths that the fandom goes into like the personal lives of players.
Welcome to women's sports. It's the same in the W.
Like I kind of understand it too, because like a lot more in like the European, it's like, oh, this footballer was dating this supermodel, or like this guy. But
it's also because for so long, fans have had so much access to the players because the players were their own marketing teams.
Yeah, they had to promote themselves.
So you got to you got to know the players either post game, through Twitter, through Instagram, like you're DMing them, you're messaging them, you're having full on conversations. So now you're like, excuse me, what is that? Who is that? What is happening here? And that's and it's this weird parasocial situation that we get ourselves into through this by accident. Some people on purpose, I think most by accident, myself included, because I'm like, no thanks. And then here I am like, Craig soft launched. But it's one of those things where because women's sports has been like a hot commodity for its audience, but really hard and really difficult to like find information on, you have like when Twitter used to work, like your WOSO like list or your WNBA list, and you have all the accounts you follow or like reporters and gossip. Like it's very communal in that sense too. Like no joke, Eva has a gig tonight and she's going to come home and be like, did you see this? And like we'll have a 20-minute conversation about somebody's dumb tweet or like a player's, situationship that got leaked or something like that. But yeah. It's weird.
It's very interesting. It's
You're so kind.
No, well, the thing is that it's not weird because in general, as a society, we are obsessed with celebrities and the stupid shit that they do or the relationships that they have. I mean, there's a whole magazine about it, right? People magazine, that's like weekly gossip, and like that's,
Celebrities, they're just like us.
Yeah.
Are they out there drinking Capri Suns? No.
So like I completely understand it. It's just a shock because of how concentrated it is, right? It's not this it's not this removed thing from a magazine about like, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher or something like that. It's up, and those are I don't know why those are the two people that popped into my head.
Because you're a millennial of a certain age, Mario.
But it's these players that we're paying attention to and we're watching week in, week out, and like now it feels, even though we don't know any of them, it feels a lot closer than the Mila Kunis Ashton Kutcher thing, right? Like,
they're like an arm's distance away, maybe 1 to 2 degrees of Kevin
separation.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Versus like 10.
Yeah. So the other Chaos Award that I was going to mention, because I read it as I landed here in Oakland, was the NWSL Disciplinary Committee.
Oh, yeah.
Extra suspensions to Ludmilla on the Red Stars and Kawasi on the Spirit. Both got extra games from their red card that they got in their last match, and both got ejected. Now, Ludmilla got 2 additional games, which will be served this weekend, will be the first one. The next one will be their first playoff match. And if they move on, will be in the next playoff match. They're all being served like right away, which is kind of wild. And then Kawasi,
no mercy.
Yeah, and then Kawasi has also been added 1 more game, so going to be missing this last decision day and also the first playoff game. Now, missing the last decision day, whatever, not a big problem. They're already set.
Yeah.
Like it's like who cares? But them missing the first round of the playoff, like
bonkers.
That could be huge. And I think part of this, I don't know, it's maybe the NWSL trying to save face of like, we're a real league and we give real sanctions and we do real penalties after like the whole Angel City stuff that they, I think they've been getting a little bit of flack for, of like, not only from our Angel City community, but also from...
Oh, no, people are pissed.
Yeah.
People are pissed that they're considering childcare to be part of the salary cap. And then there's also been a very large discussion outside of this podcast of when you have teenagers, are there chaperones and parents considered childcare? Is that part of this? What is happening?
Yeah, like the definition is very not well defined, and it's a kind of shit situation. We've talked about this whole childcare thing before, and all those opinions still stand. There's a bit of like Jessica Berman that's the lead
commish,
right? There's a bit of like, get your shit straight and like, look, this is a legit league and you're you're fumbling the bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another Chaos Award goes to Jessica Berman for one, this stupid ass Summer Cup that finishes in October, and two, not showing up to the Summer Cup to award.
She wasn't there.
She wasn't there. A lot of the NWSL front office people were not there. Sponsors that were part of the sponsorship for the tournament were not there.
That's so weird.
I had a little bit of downtime while I was up here.
You're traveling. I have not been.
Yeah, I'm traveling, so like really concentrated time with my client, and then had some downtime. There was a full article on ESPN about like the fact that the game was a joke. That
also Gotham had 7 replacement players.
Yeah.
I mean, Mana played, which was wonderful, but yeah, it just
and
it is what it is.
And there was an announced attendance of 3,300 for a final. Like the article says, like beyond the fact that there was some fireworks after the game, you wouldn't have known this was a championship final. Like,
well, because it wasn't in a city that has a team or that has a strong desire to have a team. It was in San Antonio, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like it. Jessica.
And like Houston and San Antonio aren't close.
No. Jessica, like.
No.
Don't fumble the bag. Just.
Yeah, there's a lot of. What's the word I'm looking for? Criticism that is now occurring for both the NWSL and the WNBA commissioner of being like, have we outgrown you already?
Yeah.
Have you not kept up with the league that you made better already?
Yeah, like
is it time for a new one already?
From what I remember, she was doing good. Like she was doing good things for the league.
She came into a shitstorm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like did a very good job of righting the ship and like correcting a lot of things. But I think we're at a point now where it's like, okay, we've corrected the things, the big things. One, you need to keep correcting over here and progressing over here.
Yeah.
Like fix the shit that's still bad. Make the other shit real good.
You got to be able to chew gum and walk at the same time. You know?
Yeah. Basically. So what happened this last weekend around the league, Mario?
All right. So we might have gone around these scores because there was another international break. So in our last episode, but just to recap, everything was pretty much set in the last weekend of games. Congrats to the Current for winning the Summer Cup in the fall. So there was that. But beyond that, before that, there was Seattle beating Houston 2-1, Kansas City beating San Diego 4-1, Racing beating Portland 1-0, which is, we were like, Portland, we need you to win. They said no. So, and then Bay beating out the Courage 1-0. Again, Courage helps out. They said no. Spirit beating the Red Stars 2-0. Gotham beating out Orlando 3-1. Oh, look at that. All the home teams won except for us. Then we drew. And with all of that, our playoff picture at the moment, and so at the moment, 1 through 8, Orlando, Spirit, Gotham, Current, Courage, Red Stars, Thorns, and Bay FC. Now, the one thing of the non-chaos weekend that can happen, Orlando is solid in first place. Yeah. 2 through 4, so Spirit, Gotham, and Current can still flip-flop. It doesn't matter where they flip-flop because, well, it matters on who they're going to play, but they all still get home field advantage, so it doesn't matter in that respect. But between their actual positions 2 to 4, Gotham, Current, and the Spirit can flip-flop. North Carolina, solid in 5th place. They basically can't move up, can't move down. And then 6th, 7th, and 8th are still a toss-up. And they can be flip-flopped. They can also be flip-flopped with the number 9 position, which is Racing Louisville. They're not eliminated yet. So if you look at the graphic from the NWSL, they have like NWSL playoffs presented by whoever. And then it's like Orlando versus TBD. Kansas City versus TBD. So last time we made the TBD joke is playing a lot of Tibida is playing a lot of matches.
Tibida.
So, yep. So that's where everything is. And my last little bit of the permutation corner, Utah, Gotham, and then Portland and Angel City will be playing on Friday. Saturday, Orlando versus Seattle, Courage versus Spirit, Houston versus Bay. Basically, again, by Saturday, Racing Louisville will know if they will need to play their asses off to try to squeak in, or too little too late and then give us a boring match and not risk their players getting injured, right? So this is why we need a decision day. Like, imagine the chaos of Racing playing for their lives, Bay and the Thorns basically playing for their lives because either one of them could drop under, and that excitement. But no, we have to do it over 3 days. So that's what it is. Bring back decision day. We'll do the whoop around show. So yeah, let's talk about Portland.
Let's not. So I'm kind of derailing our match opponent because we have played Portland 3 weeks ago. When was I in Oregon? I was there on the first weekend in October. So a month ago, we previewed the matchup with Oregon. So go back a month, listen to that episode, because this whole weird last month and a half of the season, all I did was say the same things over and over again.
Yeah, honestly, like we said, we need to send the NWSL a calendar. Jessica, I will buy you the Hang in There Kitty poster.
Yeah.
So that the schedule can be figured out now. We have, I still have the website, has the NWSL release schedule. And it's
going up.
It's going to go back up. And it's going to go, and it's basically a big old count timer of like, when has it been released? But yeah, like, it's so idiotic that the way our schedule worked out is we got some really heavy hitters almost back to back
in the first
at the very
month.
beginning. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there was this huge long spread of time, and then you pack a bunch of teams back to back again in the last like month and a half of the season. It's just like, why? What, like, not only are you screwing up the Casual FC like podcast flow here, you're screwing it.
Think about us. Like, what about us? We're trying to do this so that we bring in more fans. And when I don't want to talk about the same team that I talked about 3 weeks ago. Anyway.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Portland is a very good team. They're getting real scrappy right now because they want to get in the playoffs, or they've gotten and they want to stay in the playoff contention. So here's the thing. I want us to show up and go hard as shit against Portland. I want
ruin
to
their parade.
Mess around and rain on the parade. I want to jack shit up. Like, just go in there. And I'm not going to say the F word because Vero's mom got mad. Well, she didn't get mad, but she was like, you guys were very sweary. And I was like, I'm sorry.
You didn't tell me that.
I know, I forgot. It was the episode you got real sweary. And I was like, I'm sorry, it was Mario. We were in a really bad mood. So I just want Angel City to collectively buy into the F around and find out, and just literally find out what happens. Just do, like I said, just put every forward we have and Sarah Gordon and Megan Reed and see what happens. Granted, I know, or very like offensive minded players. Like I was gonna say, I know a couple of people who are starting this weekend. So like whatever. Just why not? One last shot at chaos. Let's do it. Nobody gets hurt. Everybody has fun. We win by like 14 goals. We get another bicycle kick. We get a Sarah Gordon goal. Like, give us the goods. Have fun. Do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's all.
You know what? Casey Fair was doing okay for the Korean team. Like, put her in there too. Like, give her some minutes. Give her the very first minutes that she has.
But wait, are they still in the U17 Cup?
I mean, I don't know.
If they're still playing, then
Probably.
She's not going to play. Same with Kennedy Fuller because we advanced. Which Kennedy Fuller has been freaking balling out for Team USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Barrow's mom, for my potty mouth. This
is my favorite thing because I'm going to get a text like midday Wednesday. And then another one later that day when Vero has her mom listen to this part. So yes, we're really sorry, and we'll try not to do again, or we'll put a disclaimer when things are hard.
To be fair, every episode is automatically tagged as explicit.
Right.
There's a little E when you look at our podcast.
It's really, really small.
But it's there.
It's there. Okay, so overall, I'm actually really sad the season's ending. Like, genuinely, I'm sad we didn't make the playoffs. I'm sad there's no more soccer because I get to see so many friends. Like, both casual FC homies, friends through Angel City, friends from old workplaces and everything. Like, I get to go to an Angel City game and just have a blast, and it's just fun because everybody I like is there. So, like, why would I not want that to continue?
Yeah. It truly is another family that you get to build. It's truly I'm a little sad that I don't have that with my seats. And I think that's just partially due to the amount of games I can get to.
Yeah.
Family and life and stuff. But and I think a lot of the seats around me change. I think there's one person that I consistently see, and I think I've given her the sticker, the Casual FC sticker, and told her about the podcast like 10 times at this point. And I think she's just being
like,
nice and being
thanks, I don't need this.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that she's bringing friends, and the friends are all like, "Oh yeah," and then one of them like took off the sticker and put it right on her like shirt. She's like, "Yeah, I'm aware of this."
That's awesome. Those are good people.
Yeah, and I will say that my other season tickets, like that is a community. That is like, we see it. That
you've been there a little bit longer too.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's the same group of people for the last 7 years, right?
Yeah.
So I'm moving my seats for next year. So hopefully I get some more.
Oh, you're moving back, right?
I'm moving back and over in the same section. So hopefully.
I was going to say, just move up to 227 and we'll just slowly like pull everyone into 227. And it's just the Casual FC corner.
Do a banner.
Folks.
Put it up on the back wall, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we'll do Casual FC corner. Oh, that'd be so dope. I know somebody who has purchased additional tickets in 227. They have their regular seats. So I'm very excited about that because it is somebody who listens to the podcast and a good friend. So
yay.
It just hasn't been widely discussed yet. And I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. But yeah, we've got a good group up there. So obviously, you're always more than welcome to come hang. Anybody is, honestly. We usually have empty seats because folks don't show, but that's fine. And because there's people that aren't renewing, the seats have been purchased by new people, but we know certain people haven't renewed or they're like going to like a smaller package or whatever. But anyway, enough about 227. This is the last time we get to see our Angels this roster as it is.
As it is, yeah.
Because I don't know what the hell free agency is going to be, but it's going to be insane.
Oh, wait, we did not talk about the biggest news of all.
Oh, I know, because I hadn't gotten there yet, Mario.
Oh, sorry, you were building up to it. Sorry. Cook.
So today, we're going to start off by talking about the Sid Leroux, who was announced Tuesday, October 29th, that she has re-signed and will finish her career, which the end is upon us, friends. 2027 is Sid's last season. So we have 3 years to emotionally prepare for the biggest, heart-wrenching, thank you for growing up with us, Sid the Kid retirement. I'm already crying. Jesus. I almost said the F word again. This is, so don't worry, emotional support juice pouch merch will be coming next season. It's on the list.
It's on the list.
Because I need it. Yeah. I have been already jumped on by folks in our Discord, in person, people being like, do you have a Capri Sun? Are you okay? And I'm like, no. You can cry about it. And I'm probably but no, Sid resigned through 27. So we've got Sid the Kid for a few more years, which is fantastic. We've got June, I think, through 27 as well. Yeah. MA through next season. And then it feels like everything else is in the wind.
We still have 7 players unaccounted for. Kristen Press being one of them.
Yeah.
Kristen
and granted,
Press,
that's also because of her injury and nobody really knowing what was going to happen. Did she have to retire? Did she not? So there's a lot that goes into that as well.
But I mean, she's a free agent now. I don't think she would leave LA, but
I don't think so either.
But money talks.
Yeah.
And she's healthy.
And I'm very, very curious. But she does own a house. So if I bought a house, I'm not moving.
You can lease it.
That's fair. But still. This roster as we know it may not exist after tomorrow or after this weekend. There are players who you can tell kind of want to leave, have gotten offers from other teams, other leagues, other situations. Folks edging on retiring. There's so many different scenarios that are happening with Angel City on top of our president and GM being unable to
make any deals,
close any deals. So until the end of the year, which is a very long time.
Yeah, a very long time.
It's 2 months, but that's a long ass time in free agency.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here's the list. Here's the list of free agents. Yeah. Didi Heritage, Kristen Press, Jasmine Spencer, Maggie Doherty Howard, Katie Johnson, Claire Emsley, Maddie Curry, and Hannah Samba.
Yep. And there's a few, it would not surprise me if Jasmine Spencer wound up on a team back east. She just got married. Her family's out there. She's from back there.
If you got to pick 3 out of that list right now to save. No, 3's too many. 2 to save from that list. Who are you going with?
Kristen Press, Maddie Curry.
Okay. I was going to go Emsley, Maddie Curry.
And then MDH was my third. Who did you say? I talked over you.
Emsley and Curry were my
That's the thing. Yes, that's Kristen Press, Claire Emsley, Maddie Curry, MDH. Those 4 at the very least. Ideally, all of them, but
yeah,
we will take what we get.
Assistant GM, you can sign stuff, right?
I mean, my name's Angela, so why not, right?
Give it a shot.
I understand how leagues work. I can read a contract. Like, but no, this team has been through the ringer literally since its inception. So many of these players have been with us from day one. So many of these players deserve better cards than we were dealt, honestly. Coaching wise, front office wise, injury wise. And I just hope that however the cards fall, however the things happen and people go where they go, I hope that they know that the fans love them. I literally have it in the notes, talk about everyone and don't cry, and they're like, impossible. Plus, I'm really tired. So, like, the more tired I am, the lower my cry threshold is. So, like, you say something nice to me, and I'm like, okay. Like, yeah. But as I say that, as I look up, and when Eva and I were finally able to move into the house, my mom surprised us with custom Funko Pops.
Oh,
and like
yeah?
neither one of us are Funko people. Did I show you this?
No, you didn't show me them.
Yeah. So Eva's has drumsticks and a Funko Pop because she collects action figures and like has her like swoopy hair.
Yeah.
Mine is hair in a bun, a rock, a bun holding a soccer ball and a microphone. So I'm just gonna cry about it. No, like this team, it's just good. The vibes are good. I want the soccer to be just as good as the vibes.
Yeah.
Sometimes the soccer is just as good.
There's been times.
But I think the soccer gets lost in the sauce sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. Because, I mean, there's been times where we come on here and we are, like, screaming our heads off because of how amazing our match was.
Yeah.
And then
it can be like that all the time.
And then right after that, we were like, what the... Earmuffs. Carol's mom.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. So hopefully, whatever mojo sauce piece of the puzzle, whatever metaphor you want to use about how this gets figured out in the off season, whether that's training staff changes, personnel changes, player changes, player trades, or whatever it may be, I'm hoping that the team has their head on for providing a better product on the field. Not that they didn't have that already in their minds. Like, it's not like they're going out there on the field to be like, yeah, we're going to half-ass it today. Like, I don't believe
that's never
at all that was ever the case. But as we've talked about, there was a mojo missing. There was a secret sauce missing. Something wasn't gelling quite right. At times it did, and it looked like magic, and then it would fall apart again. So being able to decide or figure out what all of that is, especially for next season, and really give it like a full-on go, right? Let's get above 500 here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's try
absolutely.
to get
like
it
if we
better than not.
Yeah. If we break it down by like position group, right? Like our keepers have gone through it this season. Didi's gotten knocked up here and there, not like pregnant knocked up, like she's had knocks. She's had little injuries. Thank you. Angelina went through hell those first 3-4 games, just getting scored on left and right.
And then got like nothing after that.
Yeah, and it was one of those where I'm like, well, look at who we played.
Yeah.
Gotham, Orlando, and Kansas City. Like, what'd you expect? No matter who the keeper was, it was going to happen. Like, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
You have prolific goal scorers, someone who broke the scoring record. Like, yes. So I think we need to like just kind of like reflect of not all this is quality of player. Some of this is circumstance. And I hope we get another keeper coach. I think we have one, but he's like not as known as Coach Ball was. And then our defenders have been through it, all kinds of injuries. Like the loss of Paige, I think, threw the team off in general. Like there's so many little things that like messed us up over the season.
Yeah.
And that's something we had planned to talk about, but like we never had consistency in our starting lineup, partially because of injury, partially because we don't know, just because.
Yeah.
It's like names were drawn out of a hat and like, okay, well, we'll see what happens with this. Our midfield, same thing, injury, players being traded, nobody really having like a set position, especially in the midfield, messes you up because that's the piece. The midfield is the piece that like kind of drives the game in a way. Yes, you can play out the back, which we do, but your midfield is the one that keeps the ball or like allows the other team to then take the ball. So like if you don't have a cohesive middle part, that's the sauce where everything gets lost.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean, we know we see the holes. We see
yeah,
the inconsistencies. Are those the magic fix all areas? Probably not, but they're a good place to start. And so hopefully,
yeah,
especially when we do, I think we're still going to give it a good shake of doing more of a deep dive end of season recap,
oh yeah,
taking a look at our players, like what happened and lineup changes and all that good stuff and
all the things, all the numbers.
Let my stat brain go crazy. We'll do that, but I do believe that we do have something. And I mean, we're one of the most valuable, if not the most valuable, like women's sports team or women's soccer team out there right now. So it's like
Women's sports team.
Women's sports, right? Like collective. Yeah.
We rich, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
this team has the players, it has the pieces. I just don't think they're being utilized well. That's what I think it is. Mm-hmm. More than anything. It's not the lack of talent.
Yeah.
It's not that at all.
Yeah. We rich, but if the product is not good on the field, we're going to keep losing the casuals. Right? Your diehards are going to be there, but your diehards aren't going to fund the team anymore. Like you need to you need to keep the casuals.
Because the goal is to get the casuals and then turn the casuals into diehards.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the piece that turns them into diehards, if you don't have the me's to keep the U's, then if you don't have the Angelas to sucker Mario into starting a podcast, so he has to stick around. But overall, between these two teams, we have a very rich, many game history. This is now the 10th matchup in 3 years between us and Portland. We are even across the board. 3 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. Let's ruin the party and win.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, we gave Portland a really nice end of season surprise last year. Let's give them another one this year.
Let's do it again, but in Oregon this time. Yeah.
Let's avenge the back heel in Oregon.
Forever. Forever. Like Bella Bixby can't, like she's on maternity leave. She's not even playing. I'm still just like, we gonna get you. Forever.
Yep. So yes, just to remind everybody, the match is going to be Friday, November 1st. Portland Thorns at versus Angel City at Providence Park, 7 p.m. So expect some NWSL chaos after dark shenanigans. The game will be on Amazon Prime. Listen to the game on iHeartRadio with Isaac and Tracy, and I really hope we keep them around next year too. And we're going to be bugging them every single day in the off season. Not every day. I won't bug you, Tracy or Isaac, but we'll keep tabs because we want you back for next year. It is the final match of the season. It's decision weekend, and there is a watch party by ACFC at both 33 Tufts locations at the moment. Check your emails for any, or check the website for any backup location information if the Dodgers come back to play in LA. So with that being said, if you like what you hear, subscribe from wherever you're listening. Drop us a like, comment. You know, if you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. If you're on, that was weird. I'm not gonna. If you're on YouTube, hit the like. God, I feel so weird saying those things, but okay, give us the like and give us the subscribe on the YouTube. Do the YouTube thing. If you're on Apple, do the Apple thing. If you're on Spotify, do the Spotify thing. One of those. Pick your place.
Do the thing.
Yeah. Check out casualfc.com for any of the links if you need them anywhere. Follow us on all our socials, Casual FC Pod, on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and TikTok. Come join us on the Discord. We've been having lots of fun. There's going to be a secret giveaway only for Discord people. Shh, I didn't tell you.
And polls and input on things we're going to do next season. So get involved.
Shh, don't tell nobody. But tell people to.
But also tell everyone. Yeah.
Tell everybody. Best ways to support the pod, like and share any one of our Instagram stuff. Grab some merch at shop.casualfc.com. Believe me, we have a running list right now of stuff we want to do next year, and things are shaping up. So it's going to be really exciting. And if you feel so inclined and would like to send us a little bit here and there to help us keep doing what we're doing, send us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/casualfcpod and help us do our shenanigans and keep our foul language to a minimum.
And whoever sent us 15 coffees, which is $15, and said, I love y'all, thank you so much. It was anonymous. Immediately I cried. It just means a lot that you actually want us to keep doing this.
Yeah. We're not, as I say, this is our version of like whatever a Patreon might be. We don't have the bandwidth or the ideas of like keeping extra content for a like behind the scenes.
It's really the extra ideas at this point.
Yeah, but we truly appreciate any support you guys give us, from liking and sharing to, sending us a coffee. It's all very, very much appreciated. Tell a friend about the pod. It brings good luck, and we're going to send that good luck right up to Portland with them, and hopefully we get that win for this last game. So remember, voting happens on Tuesday after this episode. If you're not registered, gather all your stuff. You can register at the polls. If you have any questions, ask Angela. She will be the best resource beyond me, because I'm probably going to be asking Angela about stuff. And get ready, man.
I legit had to have that vote. Like, this is how you vote at conversation at work in our weekly Everybody's Here team meeting on Monday. So please, I am that person. I love being that person. So if anybody has questions, just hit me up.
But that's our episode, and we have some plans for some little extra bit of content right before as we end this season. So keep an ear out and keep an eye out, and we'll hopefully see you soon. All right.
See you soon. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.